Within a moment, Hong Kong police and anti-riot squads came to the streets. Now we're in Mongkok, moving towards Jordan. This is an effort by police to push the protesters away.
Our reporter Omar Dehen is in Medica on the Poland-Ukraine border.
Well, Janice, it means the lifeline for civilians still inside Ukraine is now hanging by a thread. We've been hearing dire predictions about the further loss of life if Russia's attacks did not stop and safe passage wasn't granted for people trying to escape the fighting. That hasn't happened, and now civilians in besieged cities remain trapped, and the prospect of aid to be delivered there is severely hindered. And this is as record numbers of refugees continue to cross the border. At Medica's border crossing in Poland, Ukrainian families ripped apart by war, ready for the next stage of their journey. Have you spoken to your husband today?
Yes. Yes.
What does he say to you on the phone?
He loved us.
This is the human cost of war.
Стрес мали, шок був, але ми дуже здивовані, що нас так тепло прийняла Польща.
Yulia's daughter Emma is sick. She caught a cold during their journey out of the central city of Dnipro.
Мне больно. Я не знаю, куда мне ехать. Я не понимаю, что мне делать. Я думаю о том, что я хочу вернуться домой, но у меня нет такой возможности.
I think that in terms of numbers, it's going to get worse.
It would be fair to say that there was a bit of a surprising element to how quickly things escalated. What are your some reflections on how the situation is as it is now?
Well, what can I say? I think the whole world is stunned by this crisis. The human cost is unbearable, and this has to end. 19 divers currently are inside the Tam Luang cave just over my right shoulder to retrieve the final 5. Hundreds of volunteers have descended on Chiang Rai from Thailand and around the world to help in any way they can. This story isn't unique to Woorabinda. Music and dance are integral parts of Indigenous culture, deeply rooted in identity. While there are some people in this town who do have reservations about the return of the Nardezalingams due to the fact that their asylum claims were overruled by the courts, the vast majority, the mayor puts it at about 70%, are supportive of them coming back to Biloela. Good evening. New South Wales authorities are warning Sydney-siders to stay vigilant this weekend, with suspected coronavirus infections still in the community. Recruited from jails by their notorious leader, oligarch and Putin confidant Yevgeny Prigozhin, prisoners are promised freedom in return for 6 months' service on the front line. The Pentagon claims 50,000 Wagner fighters were sent to Ukraine. More than 4,000 have died since the war began, 1,000 in the last month alone in the battle for Bakhmut. A Malian woman who had expected to give birth to 7 babies has successfully delivered 9. She's the first woman on record to have given birth to that number of surviving babies at once. Mum says the 5 girls and 4 boys are doing well. I thought my twins were a handful. That's the world this Thursday. If you missed some of tonight's bulletin, you can catch up on the SBS News website shortly. Ricardo Consalves will be back with our next bulletin after The Handmaid's Tale. From the team, good night.